everyone, welcome back to Cook with V. Today we're gonna make a vegetarian version of the viral TikTok egg sandwich. It's really easy, healthy, delicious, and a lot of fun to make. For ingredients, very simple. We need 3 eggs per sandwich. We have 1 tomato, sliced cheese, any type of cheese. I'm using Swiss cheese. Optionally, you can get some arugula. I'm using whole wheat sandwiches. And salt, pepper, and olive oil. You want it to slice your tomatoes. And we're gonna use 4 to 5 tomato slices per sandwich. I'm gonna do 4 to 5 slices here. You don't want them to be too thick. Just the sort of thickness that you're looking for the sandwich. So I have 3 eggs cracked in a bowl. I'm gonna add some salt. A pinch of salt here, some pepper, and then just beat them all up. So in a non-stick pan, 10 inches in diameter, that works best for the size of the sandwich. I'm gonna pour in and heat up about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. You can use butter if you want, just for a healthier version. I'm using olive oil, and you want it to keep the stove in medium, not too hot. Once the pan and the olive oil is heated up, we're gonna pour in our egg mixture here. Okay, now you're gonna put your bread and dip it on both sides. So I'm gonna dip it so that it gets some egg mixture, and then turn it around, turn it over. Same here on this side, turn it over so that there's egg on both sides of the sandwich. And then we're gonna wait for the eggs to set now before we flip over. Okay, you can check if the egg is set by just using a spatula and then go underneath. If it's still a little bit runny, you wanna wait a little bit more so that it gets set. Okay, so I think our egg set has been set. Like, you can move it around like this, and if it moves, it means that it's pretty set. I'm gonna go ahead and put my spatula under. This is probably gonna be the most difficult step in this recipe, and I'm just gonna simply flip the bread over. So while the egg is cooking on the other side of the sandwich, let's go ahead and put in our filling here. Let's start with our cheese. So I'm gonna put a cheese slice on each side of the sandwich here. You can sort of see from the other side where the sandwich is. Pop up with our sliced tomatoes. We'll do 2 per slice. So I'm gonna do 2 here, and then another 2 maybe diagonally opposite, so that every bite you can get the tomatoes on this side. So the next step here for us is to fold the 2 sides of the eggs into the sandwich. So I'm gonna just fold that. I'm gonna just create a little bit of a crease here so that it stays. Similarly on this side, just fold it in both sides lengthwise. So we're waiting for the egg to cook on the other side, and you can see here that the cheese has started to melt. I'm gonna start adding my arugula here. It's optional. I love arugula on these sandwiches. Swiss cheese, tomato, arugula is really good and super healthy as well. So I have about 2 bunches of arugula, and I'm just gonna put them on each side of the sandwich. So it should take about 30 seconds to 45 seconds for the cheese to start melting and the other side of the sandwich to get cooked. Make sure that your stove is still on medium heat, not too high heat. And now I'm gonna flip the sandwich inside in the middle. So put the spatula underneath one of the sandwiches and simply flip it over, like so. And then we can turn off the stove now. Alright, it's ready to be served. Cut it into half. And voila, your vegetarian TikTok egg sandwich. Easy, healthy, delicious with eggs on both sides. Great for breakfast and to impress your loved ones. Please like, subscribe, and when you make this, share with the ones you love.